Good evening, everybody. It's Shelley Johns here from Gympie. I'm a Herbalife nutrition coach. I've been with the company now 28 years. I've lost over 20 kilos in 3 dress sizes. I feel fantastic and I absolutely love the skin range as well, which we're going to be covering tonight. So welcome to the call. So we're going to kick off with some recognition because we absolutely love to recognize people in our company that are doing a great job. And we've always been told that people will do more for recognition than they will for money. So we're just so big on recognition. So let's kick the call off with some good news. So yes, that's our skin range that we're going to be covering tonight. So we have Michael and Coral, who are in the top 10 recruiters of Australia, not just of Queensland. They're the #1 recruiters in Queensland. Very exciting, and they're recognised on stage last weekend. So I would love Coral to share with us, which I'm just going to flick through and find you, Coral. Where are you? There you are. And would you like to share, how that happened, where all the people came from, and just some recognition in your team?
Yes. It started off in September. I got a call from a guy that moved to Cairns. He was from Ipswich. He actually picked up my card at a pop-up market I did at Deception Bay back in September, so he kept it and he wanted the business opportunity, and now he's moved down to New South Australia. I got one for a referral from a sister that wanted to help a sister lose weight, so another for products, and a lady that Googled me, and I was the first one to answer her call, and that was for products as well. And I went to a grandparent meeting and I had a hit off the car, lose weight. Karen said we must talk, and got her husband on some products to lose weight as well. Then I got David by a flyer for the business opportunity, which has brought, for this month he has signed up James, which has signed up Ashley. So there's 3 in a line there, which is 3 young chaps, which is really brilliant. And also, so that's 5 I collected, and I collected 1 second as well in the family member. And I congratulate Gail, which is one of my members, that got 3 months of 500 volume points. So she will receive her blender this month some stage, and a very much product lover. Yes, and I've got a couple for this month as well, which I got a guy from Solar Kitchen out in the entertainment area come along. Michael turned around and said, "Oh, do you know of anyone who wants to lose weight?" He does, so I've signed him up, and he bought nearly $400 worth of product. So he bought a kitchen as well as a product lover. And I've just got another one, a car dealer. Went in and talked to him if he knew of anyone that wants to lose weight or business opportunity, and he wanted to lose weight, so he signed up and he started on the products today. Done a follow-up call. He's going great.
Fantastic. So obviously those came to the summit on last weekend. Did some of those people come to the summit?
Yes, I had David, my first line, second line, third line. They also booked to come to the STS this week, this month, as well, the whole 3. And
also Gail's recognition on the Herbalife recognition will come out, so make sure with the MAP call qualifiers that you show her that she'll come up on that recognition too.
Yes.
So sometimes what I do is I'll open that document, I'll take a screenshot and crop it and make it look pretty, and make it, put some stars and stuff, or highlight their name, and then you can send it to her, because then she can see that she's got that recognition. Just in case she doesn't see it, don't always assume people see all the Herbalife emails.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think of that, but thank you for that advice. I will, because she's not on Facebook or anything like that either.
Yeah, so fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to hearing your good news for next month, and we hope that you're in the top recruiters for March.
I signed 2 up for March.
Great. Well, let's go for it for April, right?
Yes, I'm going for 20.
Excellent. And we're looking at your before and after photo here too. You've had some amazing results on the product.
Yes, I have lost 6 dress sizes, 26 kilos and 160 centimetres. of body fat, and I'm only 149 centimetres.
Well, so you're 10 centimetres as you were tall, and what a transformation. You're looking amazing.
Thank you.
So fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing, Coral. You and Michael are doing an awesome job. I just wanted to congratulate Trish, who called, and I three-wayed her into the warehouse. So she was at work on a break at the train station, and yeah, so we did it all over the phone, and Andrew at the warehouse was fantastic at helping us do the order and get her over that 35% line. And so what a great thing for her. And yes, I'm really, really proud of her and excited for her too. So we're going to help her smash off her results this month for April, and then work towards that supervisor level as well. So, you know, she's got a really big heart. She's a real giver. So we want to help show her how she can use that to build an amazing business as well, because obviously there's a lot of people on this call with big hearts, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. So is there anyone on the call that would like to recognise any of their, anyone that's become a member or that's qualified for something that you would like to mention? So has anyone got some good news to share?
Yes, I have. I had a call from a lady at Caboolture, and Sharon lives close by, who wanted the products and knew the products from 1990 or something, and but then stopped them. And she registered, started on the products. But what was interesting, as we're going to talk about the skin, when I walked in, the first thing she said to me was, "My goodness, look at your skin, it glows." And I was so surprised, but she noticed, you know, and I found that very, you know, I felt great for the day, to be honest. But as we're talking about skin, I think it does pay off when you use the products continually, and people do notice. But I was quite, yes, so she's doing well, wants to make the shakes on water, doesn't like soy, and not keen on juice. So I've suggested she have extra shake to make up for that, or put in a little bit of fruit. And so far, so good. She's enjoying it.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Yes, or who wouldn't comment on your skin when they saw you, Irene?
Oh, I don't know about that. But thank you. Thank you.
I think George Knight calls that a face hit. I think that's what he calls it.
I don't know if it was the face or just general, but I found it quite interesting. Never happened before.
So I couldn't think of a better bunch of people on the call tonight to be talking about this topic, which is the Herbalife Skin range. So yes, we know that nutrition on the inside is so important, but so is nutrition on the outside. And we've got some amazing women on the call that have been using the skin for over 25 years and more. So I'm really looking forward to hearing some of your tips and experiences with the skincare range as we go along. So the great thing about the Herbalife Skin is it's enriched with over 15 vitamins and botanicals, including vitamin B3, vitamin C, and aloe vera. I loved last week's nutrition call that Irene read out what some of these vitamins were for, which was great.
Yes.
It's unisex, so it's good for men and women, where you do have lots of men using the products and looking fantastic. It's suitable for all skin types. It's paraben and sulfate free, and a lot of people often ask that. And it's also dermatologically tested, which means it's safe for the eyes and for different types of skin. It's not going to irritate sensitive skin. So basically, it's a solution-based skincare nutrition that balances ingredients, botanicals, and extracts with proven science. So we're always back with science for a really great experience. We want people to have this fantastic experience with the products and get that healthier, younger looking skin every single day. And I know we can all vouch for that. So we actually have 3 programs. Yes, you can buy all the products in singles, but we also have them in programs, and I'll show how they're packaged. They're actually beautifully packaged. So we have a basic program, an advanced program, and an ultimate skincare program. So basically there's something for every budget and every goal that someone's trying to achieve. So this is the beautiful packaging, and I think everyone can agree that when you get this beautiful box and you take the lid off and it just folds out like a lotus flower, and then you've got these individual packages that open up and then the products sit inside. So I just love the quality of the packaging. I think it's really impressive and it's really beautiful. It's like getting this amazing gift when it first arrives. So would anyone else like to add to that?
I'd go along with it. It's all, yeah, it is beautiful.
Yes, so, you know, and sometimes people aren't expecting that, you know, they'll just usually buy something in a tube and not necessarily have it beautifully packaged like that. So getting them in those different programs means they get this beautiful box here. So know your skin type. So this is really important, and I remember going to a lot of skin trainings. I actually went to the one with Joseph Rosenstrike once, I think, when I went overseas, and that was an amazing training to hear him talk. He was one of the ones that put one of the original skin products together. So this is something, if you're not sure what, most people do know their skin type, but if you don't, here's a tip on how to do it. So after washing your face and waiting around an hour, if your skin feels itchy and tight and maybe flaky in patches, it's dry. If it's shiny and feels greasy, especially in the T-zone, which is, I'll just wait, you can't see me, let me flick back up, in the T-zone, you've got oily skin. If your T-zone's oily but you're dry on the cheeks and jawline, it's combination skin. If it feels good and even not too oily or dry, it's normal. But if it sometimes gets itchy and red, irritated or inflamed, then it's sensitive. So does that help sort of work out what skin type you are?
Absolutely.
So did anyone have anything to add to that?
No.
Great.
Cool. So once you know what skin type you are, then you can choose some of the products, because you've got normal to oily and normal to dry. So that way you can work out which cleanser or eye cream or anything like that that you may want to use. Okay, so this is just a little bit more about the products, especially if someone's asking. We have some lovely brochures that you can give people too, and there is also a website. So they have an optimum blend of, like we said, the vitamin B3, antioxidants, vitamin C, E, aloe vera, which is very soothing, and other botanical ingredients, which of course we're really big on botanicals, all skin types. That whole experience, from the way the product is packaged within the pumps so that they can't contaminate it, and it makes it a really beautiful product. It smells great, it feels great, and that's what you want people to enjoy. It's clinically tested, so that's really, really important. And it shows people how to use the products at AM and PM, which we've got a great chart coming up, and you can personalize the program to each person. So this is the basic program. This is you get this in a beautiful box. You can choose from the aloe cleanser and the citrus cleanser, which we'll bring up in a minute. And then you've got the toner and the day and night moisturizer. So let's just go on to the first one. So this is the Soothing Aloe Cleanser, and we're going to go through how to use each product, the benefits of the products, and some tips as well. So Irene, did you want to start with the cleanser? This is the Soothing Aloe Cleanser.
Yeah, that's actually the one that I use, and I have it in the shower because I find it's practical, and I find, you know, I have Irish skin, which isn't exactly the best of skin, but one of the things that I do is I just wet my fingers a little and I make it into a soap on my face, and then I splash it off. I don't stand under the shower because that's not good for the capillaries. And also, one of the things that I find most important is that you cleanse your face twice. The first time takes the top dirt off, and the second cleanse actually helps to clean out the pores. And that's really important for people who tend to have blemishes or blackheads and things like that. It's very, very important. It also tends to soften and moisturize. It doesn't dry your skin out. And I guess for me, it's something I've been using. I've been using the cleansers all the time. And my grandchildren use these cleansers. My daughter has used them since they were small babies, because she uses sun cream from the range as well, and the sun daily moisturizer, and she cleanses them every evening with this cleanser, the aloe, because it's very gentle. Anything else, Jan? I need to.
No, that's fine. I do the same thing. I don't use the cleanser in the shower. I use it before I go into the shower.
No, I use it in the shower. I'm very lazy.
You can do both. You can have one in the shower and one at the sink. And I only use a very small amount too, because sometimes you can get, I know Mackenzie's, so she's 11, about to turn 12, and she's got her own, and she was going through it rather fast. So I had to kind of explain to her that she only needed a very tiny amount.
Yes.
For it to get that result as well. So don't always think that more means better. You know, it's quite, you know, a not potent product, but you know, it's a
It
very.
does its job.
So you really don't need to use more. Doesn't mean better.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is a beautiful product to use, and like you said, it's preparing the skin for the toner and then for the moisturizer to come on. So we'll go to the next one, which is the polishing citrus cleanser, which is a beautiful product as well, and it's got the jojoba beads in it, which are a natural. This is jojoba here, Jojoba. So the jojoba beads actually gently exfoliate the skin. Because sometimes you can have exfoliants that I got this bar that someone gave me, and it had coffee beans and stuff, and actually scratched my skin. And so I'm like, I'm not using that again. But the this citrus polishing cleanser is beautiful as well. So I know that you shave with this one. Is that right, Ross? I'll just swing you through.
Yeah, I do shave with this. I find I used to go through the typical, the gel shave very, very quickly. Razor blades didn't seem to last. Since I've moved to the Herbalife Skin in the citrus, I've noticed, well, I obviously don't need shaving cream. I don't use a lot on my face. I don't have to have this thick lather on my face to get the shave. And my razor blades are lasting way longer than they used to. They don't fill up full of gunk. I get a cleaner shave. My skin feels better afterwards. Yeah, much better. Now using the cleanser rather than using shaving cream.
Well, who gave you that good tip to use it?
Well, I was at a Herbalife training, and I believe it was Con actually, and it was down at the time, and sort of said, you should really try this. And I went, oh, all right, okay, I'm a guy. So, yes, so I went across to that, and I have never gone back to shaving cream ever since.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. And I know, Steve, you use this one for shaving as well, did you say?
I do, yes. And the same with Ross. I find that, not that I've got a very severe beard anyhow, but I can get 6 weeks out of a razor blade, where before I'd be lucky to get 3 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. It does. It's a fantastic feeling afterwards too. You don't get that dry skin feeling.
definitely. And imagine helping men all around the world save money on their razors.
Yes.
We could make a serious impact there. I think that's a new slogan for us. So that's fantastic. Did anyone else have anything to share about the cleansers?
I actually use it to shave my legs.
Yeah, is using this one in particular. He's only 14. And he said, Nana, what can you suggest? So, and he is so good with it as well. And the same as you, I said, do not don't use too much. You just need a little bit, and showed him how to do it. And yeah, no, he's really good at it. So, fabulous product.
Yes.
That's good. And Linda, you just said something?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a lazy person with stuff, but I'm getting back into a good routine with everything. And I love the cleanser, but I use it to shave my legs. And, sometimes, if you don't get time to go to wax and then you have to do it yourself, you don't get the redness afterwards, and you don't get that feeling of, oh, I've just got to scratch or then find something to soothe it. I just give it and you don't need much. You just gives a really good lather, and I think it's really good.
There's so many uses for this amazing product. So remember, the cleanser's getting your skin, it's opening up the pores, washing out the dirt, like Irene was saying, and getting it ready for the toner. And the Energizing Herbal Toner, it has no alcohol in it. It smells beautiful, and you actually just spray it on. So it's just a spray, but you can use a cotton pad if you want to wipe some of the excess dirt off especially around the neck area, around the nose. Sometimes extra dirt and you can wipe it away, or you can just spray it on. Either way is fine, and then it dries, and then basically that's closing the pores, and you're ready for your moisturizer. So did anyone have any other uses or extra things I'd like to add with the toner?
Well, I actually use a cotton pad, and I wet it, and then I squeeze it out, and then I spray onto it about 3 sprays, and that's what I use. That's how I use it. If I get it on my hair, I have curly hair, so I use a pad. So that's what I do.
And you probably see the extra dirt that sometimes comes off on that as well.
Sometimes, yes. Yeah.
And it's probably a good way to get any extra makeup off if we're wearing makeup.
Yes.
Again, just make sure that the skin is completely clean.
and it doesn't burn your eyes because there's no alcohol in it. And I remember one of our distributors, she forgot her toner and she went and bought one, and her eyes were bright red because she was used to going over her eye with it as well, because it didn't do anything, but this one had alcohol in it, and she was not a happy chappy.
Yes, and that's right. So there's no stinging. I have used toners in the past that would sting, and I hated that. And obviously it was the alcohol in it. But remember, it's preparing, as it says here, preparing your skin to receive the serum or the day or nighttime moisturizer better to get better results. So that's what we want. If there's anything that can help to, for you to get better results with the skincare and to make it absorb and work better, that's what you want to do.
Yes.
So that's your herbal toner. Then we have the Daily Glow Moisturizer. This is my favorite moisturizer. I love this. And some of the things about it is it actually has illuminating properties in it that make the skin look like it's glow. It gives it that healthy glow. And it's, this is definitely my favorite moisturizer to use. So did anyone have any tips or results that they'd like to share?
Well, I find that you only need as well a very small amount, tiny little, on your finger, and that's what I do, and put it on my, and then because we're using all of the products, I find if you ever do a demonstration, you notice the difference on someone else's skin in comparison to our skin because of the nutrition that we get, as well as because we're using all the cleanser and everything. I just find we do not need a lot of it. Do you find that, Rennie, as well, and Jan?
Yeah. I'm very, I use a lot.
I use enough, but I do not need a lot.
I put it on my neck, I put it on my décolleté, I put it on the back of my neck.
Yes.
And every now and then I think because I've got a gardener's tan, I was told, I put it on my arms before I put the sunscreen on.
Yeah.
It's also very important to do your elbows.
Yes.
And also do your feet as well.
Oh, well, there's another way you can do something about your feet, isn't there, Jan? We'll tell them later.
Definitely your elbows. It's very important because it's an age sort of showing up part of your body as well.
Yeah.
That's an excellent tip. And as it says here, it's clinically tested for your skin to be softer and smoother in just 7 days. And that it's clinically shown to double the skin's moisturizer for 8 hours. So, if you're finding you're in air conditioning or heating or just, any sort of weather that's drying, obviously this is the perfect moisturizer. Plus it gives it that healthy glow. It's very silky smooth when you put it on it. And I love that it contains antioxidants as well, because our skin needs that. There's so many things out there like pollution and things that, can attack our skin. So we want to have as much antioxidants as possible. And I love the fact that it's called Daily Glow, so that one's for the day, the night one's for the night, and they're also all numbered, so that makes it very easy to use them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you just use them one after the other in that order, so it makes it really easy to use, especially for guys.
Shelley, just a bit of a hint for people who wear glasses like I do, and I can't read the numbers when I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
What I normally do is get red nail polish and put S for serum, D for day, and N for night. So I just put a little initial on the lid so I know instinct which, because I just can't read it without my reading glasses. I don't want to go get my reading glasses in the bathroom.
Well, maybe. I think that's a very good tip, actually. So thank you, Jan, for sharing that. And it's all in a pump as well. So again, you're not sticking your fingers into a jar and contaminating thing by using it or having more than one person use it. So it means that, in your household, you can have more than one person use this product and there's no contamination. So, and it's also one pump, or you can use 2 pumps depending on how much you want to use as well. So that's your Daily Glow Moisturizer. Then there's the replenishing night cream. So obviously use that at night. It's number 5 for at night. So number 5 day cream and then night cream. And so basically you want to be cleansing and moisturizing and toning day and night. So again, it's clinically tested to help your skin to be smoother and softer in just 7 days. And it basically helps with this complexion and the luminosity of the skin, so making it more luminous. So sometimes people look like they have that healthy glow, and obviously the nutrition on the inside helps with that, but also the nutrition on the outside. So this is a beautiful product too. And at night, this is when your skin cells turn over. We've had lots of nutrition trainings where we know this, that our body needs good nutrition at night. When we're sleeping, the skin cells are turning over. So this is so important to be able to nourish your skin on the outside and nourish your body on the inside while you sleep with the correct balanced nutrition. So did anyone have any tips or information on the night cream?
Well, you can use it on children as well as on adults, because my daughter, as I'm always saying, but she uses it on her children. And the reason that it's important to know that in my family, our skin, we have severe eczema. And she didn't want that to happen for her children. And just by having the good nutrition on the inside and using the skincare on the outside, their skin is perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I gave this to my cousin when she was over from Ireland for Christmas. And I just wrapped it up nicely and gave it to her. And she commented on how beautiful it was. She said, it's beautiful. She loved it. So you can give it to people. They really will appreciate it. It was, I was really pleased she said that to me. Yeah.
Excellent. So definitely a great one to add in. It's in the basic program, which is fantastic. Yes, I know Mackenzie's got her eye on more of the products. So this is just some of the results that people have achieved on the basic program. So yes, it can be for acne. And obviously a lot of younger people can have trouble with oily skin and that acne breakouts. And so being on something simple like a cleanser, toner, moisturizer can help them clear up the acne as well. So did anyone have any great acne results that they'd like to share?
No.
That would be Ben and Josh, although you've got a slide coming up for them.
I do. Do you want to save it for them when I come up to the quiz? Yep, cool. Yes.
Okay.
So that's at the end of the ultimate program.
Okay.
So let's continue on to the advanced program. So then it's all the products that are in the basic, and then you're adding in the line minimizing serum, which is really, really popular. It kind of accelerates the other moisturizers. And then you can choose from the firming eye gel or the hydrating eye cream. So they say the hydrating eye cream is more for mature skin, and it's a lot more moisturizing. So I'd always use the firming eye gel, which was really lovely, and you can actually keep it in the fridge. It's very soothing, helps with dark circles, which we'll get to in a minute. But I've actually started using the hydrating eye cream more. So let's go on to these extra products. We've got the line minimizing serum. I know this is really popular. So once you've cleansed, toned, then the line minimizing serum goes on, and then you add the night or day moisturizer on the top. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yep.
So it enhances that and gives it even better results. So this is obviously helping, like it's an anti-aging serum, and it's helping with the lines and signs of aging, so fine lines and wrinkles basically. So this is a beautiful product, and it does help with softness, smoothness, radiance and glow, so in just 7 days. So who wouldn't want that? So could we have maybe just some tips on how to use this product?
Well, you can, apart from using it on your face, as you get older, you sometimes get a sort of a little bit crinkly skin. And if you put it on, I'll tell you what, it's a light minimizer, that's for sure. It really makes a difference. You really can see it. And I think it's better to use it consistently to get the benefit of it. And I think men should use it as an after shaving lotion for their skin. I think it's very, very good for that.
Yeah, totally agree with that.
Yeah, I've got a question. I've been just blending everything, the eye creams together, as well as the line minimizer and the moisturizer together at the same time. Is that okay?
I don't. I put them separate.
Yeah, it's better. Well, this is what I was taught, and I don't know, Coral, if that's gospel, but I was taught that you put on one, you do your toner, then you put on your line minimizer. That's what I do. You let it soak in a moment, and then you layer it, because the skin can't work with everything at one go. You let it just layer it. That's how I was taught it.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh, I did it.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Your skin can't absorb everything all at the one time.
Well, I've been doing it wrong.
It doesn't have to be a long time in between, but you need to have some space in between each layer, like Irene said.
Okay.
So imagine what results you're going to get now, Coral.
make a photo, a before photo, and let's see it.
Yeah, okay.
And
Absolutely.
the line minimizer, I find, is excellent for lips, because I find I used to suffer with sort of drying around the edge of my lips, and nothing really ever works. But I just put the serum on that, and it's absolutely fantastic. Never have a problem now.
That's interesting you say that, because when I was a kid, I got severely burnt in a swimming pool, and my lips have been horrendous for years. And the line minimising serum I just put very thinly over my lips, and you'd never know now. It's something I'm always been worried about, but since using it, it's lovely.
Yep.
Lovely soft lips, see?
Yes. I don't skimp on the line minimizer. I use lots.
No, me neither.
No, I don't either. Yes. And my sister swears that it got rid of her wrinkles in her face in 3 days. And she told me over the phone, and I didn't believe her. But when I saw her, I could see a difference. Yeah, absolutely could see a difference.
Yeah,
And
so
she was
Jan,
very happy.
you can definitely, how old are you?
Me?
Jan?
78.
78. So, and when you see Jan in person, which we do get to see you every month, just how amazing your skin looks. And when I'm 78, I want to have skin like you.
Yes.
And just remember too that our skin isn't just our face; it's also, is it the décolletage? That's what it's called.
Yes.
So that's the chest area and the neck as well. And so make sure that you also apply the skin upwards.
Yes.
Your chest up to your neck and your face as well, so that you're not just doing your face. Like make sure you do your neck and that as well. So
I was always told you don't want to look like a frill neck lizard, so you do the to get rid of that, the frill neck, you go from the up.
Yeah.
The back of the neck.
And with your face, you go always in towards your nose.
Yes.
So yes, going up against gravity and just nice like smooth and in circles as well. So we're dragging down, and we'll get to the eye products, because obviously this is a really important one. So this was some of the tests on the line minimizing serum, just like Irene was saying. She really noticed the difference with her sister, and her sister said she noticed in 3 days. So this shows some clinical tests of the lines, and after 42 days. So after 7 days, there's significant difference, and after 42 days, showing the difference of the aging, and that's under the eye spots around here. So, and that's what people are looking for. They're looking for something that's going to actually give them results. So these are the eye products, which we absolutely love. So there's a few keys to the eye products. Don't use too much. I was always told more isn't best with eye products, because if you use too much, it can actually weigh down on the skin around the eyes, because they don't produce their own oils, and it can actually cause more wrinkles if you put too much on. So only a very small amount. Use your ring finger, because it's got the weakest muscle on your hand. And so you would dab it together, and then you can gently dab around, and you can actually do the whole orbital eye area. So you can do above the eye and underneath, because it's got ophthalmologist tested, which is a bit of a mouthful, which means it's safe for the eyes, including anyone that's got contact lenses and wears glasses and things like that. It's safe for them to use, and you can actually do it all around. So it helps with puffiness and dark circles, fine lines, and you can keep it in the fridge, the gel one. It's nice and cool to put on, because it's got that cucumber extract. So did anyone have any tips or results that they would like to share?
Well, I use it in the morning from after my shower. I use the gel, and in the evening I use the night cream. And in winter, if I find I'm getting a little dry around the eyes, I will actually put the eye cream on, and then afterwards leave it for a little while, just not long, and then I put on the eye gel over it. And I suffered so badly from dry around the eyes prior to Herbalife products. So it really, you can mix it together, Coral. That can work with that one.
Yeah.
So it's always better to layer.
Yep.
And and Irene just made a really good point that often in winter, even though it's cold, our skin can get drier. And in summer, because it's a lot hotter and even humid in some places, we can get oilier skin. So sometimes you might need to change between your products depending on the weather as well. So just keep that in mind. That I know that my skin can definitely be more drier in winter and oilier in summer. So I might just change the cleanser or the eye cream to adjust to that. So then you've got the hydrating eye cream. And again, you can choose one or the other or both. You can use one in the morning, one at night. And this is obviously a lot more moisturizing. So it's got here the fine lines in the area. So basically around the eyes doesn't have, it's got a low amount of both sweat and oil glands, so it doesn't produce the same sort of moisture as it does on the rest of our face. So this makes our eye area susceptible to dehydration. So using the eye creams helps to hydrate that area, so it looks more plump. Obviously the fine lines disappear, any puffiness and dark circles as well. And again, it's a bit of a mouthful, but ophthalmologist tested means it's safe for the eyes and anyone that wears contact lenses, which is great. So did anyone have any tips with this product? Just remember not to use too much.
Yep. I use it. I use it every day, every morning. I don't use it at night time though. Maybe I should start. But I've used it ever since it came out, and every morning.
That's excellent. Steve, so how old are you now? Sorry, don't know your age.
Mine?
Yep.
69.
Excellent. So cool. We'll have to get some photos of your before and after skin results, hey?
Oh, okay.
Maybe what you could do, Steve, is you could take, if you decide to use your eye cream morning and night, maybe do a brand new skin result.
Okay. I might have to try and find a stocking to put over the lens.
I'm sure your good friend Lindy will take a photo.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So remember, a picture tells 1,000 words. Wait till you get some of these results that we're going to share. Okay, so here's some more results. So yes, there can be anti-aging. So this is a day 14 result. This is a day 7 result that we're talking about with the eye products here. Seeing the lines disappearing. So it's quite dry and dehydrated, how much plumper and more hydrated the skin looks. Under the neck, obviously that's a big thing with us women, where we like to try and make sure that our neck skin and is nice and supple and wrinkle free, and obviously acne as well. So the Ultimate program, so obviously it's a bit like the Ultimate Nutrition program. The Ultimate program is the fastest program and it gets the best results. So it actually has two, it's got all the products we just talked about, but 2 extra products which we all love, and these are 2 of my favorite skin products. We have the Instant Reveal Berry Scrub. It smells fantastic when you open it. It's got the berry seeds, and it almost smells like you could eat it because it smells so beautiful, and you can use it to exfoliate your skin. So I'll often do my arms because I used to get really pimply arms, and I was always self-conscious I wouldn't wear anything sleeveless because I always felt self-conscious about my arms. So I don't have that issue anymore, but it's very gentle. So with me coming from Mildura and being in that real extreme heat, I've got broken capillaries. I think Irene was talking about this as well, on my cheeks. So I don't actually rub the berry exfoliator on my cheek area because it can make it worse, but I do everywhere else. So she have a T-zone, a little bit lightly on my neck, but I definitely do my arms as well. So it's a beautiful exfoliator, but very gentle, and it smells fantastic. So remember, you don't have to use too much. So did anyone have any tips and results with this product?
Well, I use it every second day. What I do is I cleanse first, and I don't do the second cleanse. I use the berry scrub in the shower, just gently, but I do my décolleté, my neck, as well as my face. And I find that it makes a big difference. And if my arms sometimes as well, just to keep the skin open, and because I use then the hand and body lotion when I get out of the shower from top to toe, from the neck down.
Yeah, so
I use it.
I do the same thing with the berry scrub. I love that. Brilliant product. I use that in the shower.
Yeah, it gets rid of the dead cells that overnight when you sleep, your body is pushing out those dead cells. So when you cleanse, that just gives that extra little cleanse for the skin, and it brightens it up, and it's amazing. It truly is. The difference is quite astounding.
Absolutely. And so it says here that it helps to achieve softer and smoother skin, removing the dead skin cells. So we know that as we age, like Irene said, that dead skin cells build up, and that's what can cause the wrinkles and lines. So if we exfoliate and remove the dead skin cells, the younger, plumper skin will come through and it will have less wrinkles. So we definitely want to make sure we at least exfoliate once or twice a week, just depending on your skin. And as Irene said, she does it every second day. And you can definitely do your hands and feet with this one too. It smells beautiful. So great for a pamper session.
Yes.
So the Purifying Mint Clay Mask, this is such a beautiful smelling product as well. Like when you open it, it actually smells minty, and it actually is quite, because of the spearmint oil, it actually is it feels cool when you put it on your skin. So it is soothing, but of course, like any clay mask, its job is designed to extract it, absorb the extract oil, remove the dirt, and extract out any toxins and things like that. So you can actually feel it tingling on your skin as it dries. And as anyone's known, like I'll often do the chest and the neck and that, but you know, you can't actually talk after a bit, and you just hope that no one's going to come to the door. So this is a great one for anyone with really oily skin. I definitely love doing my hands, and you can do your feet as well. So that's a nice one, and it just smells beautiful. And Mackenzie actually, being nearly 12, she's got her own one, so she often does her T-zone where she can get little pimples or breakouts, so she knows to use it. Yes, but just let it dry, and then you wash it off. So generally what I'll do is, because you know it can kind of get stuck in your hair and everything, it's a good one to do before you have a shower, because you know often you'll find a little bit in your ear and other places. So make sure you check everywhere before you leave the house. Did anyone have any tips or results they'd like to share with this product?
Yeah, Shelley, I put it on my hands as well one day, and yes, I got a knock on the door. And I was covered in all green hands.
Well, and I don't know if anyone's done the test when you've done a skin party or something where you put one on one hand and not on the other, and you do the whole skin demo just on one hand, and then they put it together. And this product's really good for evening out your complexion. So it actually helps to, because I used to have, I don't know if I've got a photo of when I first started in the company, but I had really bright, reddy cheeks, and so it's really evened out my skin tone, which is fantastic, and complexion. So if you've got anyone with uneven skin tone, this is a fantastic product for them. They might just want to use it once or twice a week, and of course we know we've got Mint Mask Monday, which is all about getting people to be consistent every Monday to have their mask. Great after the weekend. And it's interesting, sometimes the more toxins you have, the more it tingles.
Yes. Yeah.
You can also spot use it too. So sometimes if I've got, not that I've had a pimple for a long time, but if I did, I'd just put one thing on and let it do its work and absorb. So I often get Mackenzie to do that, so that works quite well. So anyone else would like to share about this beautiful product?
I use it as well, especially if I'm going to a function, so I would always use it once a week. But if I'm going out to anything, you know, dressing up or whatever, I will always do all the, you know, the cleansing, the toning, whatever. But I always use this prior. I just love it, and you just notice the difference in your skin.
I totally agree with you, Rosemary. Like before an STS or something, because usually we've got to get up at some horrible early time, like 4 a.m. And it's like a mini facelift. I love it.
Beautiful. And I have done skincare parties where I've actually demonstrated the half of the face. So I've done all of everything on half the face to be able to show that person the difference. And then I do finish it with the other side as well, but to show people how it actually works. And yeah, it is surprising. Just all of them, beautiful products.
Excellent. So that is our ultimate skincare program, and the new product that came out was, of course, being in Australia, we'll probably wanting this SPF product because we're always in the sun and we want that protection as well, and we want to use from our own store. So the SPF protective moisturizer, so it's SPF 30. And so obviously great for people that like to go out gardening or being in the sun or playing sport or doing flyers and letterboxes, whatever it is. It's dermatologist tested and it has aloe in it as well, so it's very soothing and moisturizing. So, this is our very own sunscreen, so we want to make sure we use it, and it's a great one to put on. So you've obviously got your Daily Glow, you've got your night cream, and you've got this one, so you can choose between them of what you want to use. So did anyone have some great results with this product?
I do actually, because I a bit like Irene, I go out and do a bit of gardening and walking around. And the one thing, if not that I like to compare to other products, but the one thing that this does do when you put it on, you don't get that that sticky sort of feeling. When you put sunscreen on, you're really conscious of the smell and that it's thick and it's awful. Whereas you only need a little bit and it lasts forever, and it's really, really good. And I'm one for getting, unfortunately, burnt, as people saw when I had my holiday in Bali and I didn't take it with me. So it does work really well. I like it. And you don't seem to have to, I know it's important to reapply, but you don't have to reapply with this as much as any other products I've used. I love it. It's great.
Yes, it doesn't have that sticky.
No.
Yeah.
Not that residue you get. You don't get that at all.
I use it, and one of the things that I was informed about, that it helps as you get older, you get those aging spots. And by using the sun protection, that stops that from occurring. And the other thing that I found, I would normally burn even with a normal, a sunscreen, and I never burn with this. I really don't. I'm not just saying, I really don't burn. And I know that I mightn't have, but I actually have very white skin. But you don't know it here. But the skincare protects me, so I can be out and enjoy the weather here without having to fear for myself. And that's very important.
That's fantastic. So yes, what a beautiful product. Make sure you add this into your range, because you're going to be out in the elements. So here's some of the results just to show you. So let's start off with Lindsay talking about your boys' results on what you've noticed with the Mint Clay mask.
Absolutely. Well, I do. I toss between 3 products. I always use the cleanser, because I have to. It's not like I can say this is what I've got to do, boys. We just need to do things consistently. So if I change to a different product, they're a little bit opposed to it. So 3 days a week I use the cleanser, and then the other 2 days a week I use the scrub. And when I use the scrub, they now know that the mask goes on afterwards. Joshy often eats it, so that's a little bit challenging sometimes. But you can see there he's got a couple of dots, and he has horrendous pimples that come up. And the difference that's probably, just say maybe over not even quite 2 week periods. So that's really good. It's just the redness goes down so much on him. And Benjamin, he just gets pimples everywhere. It's on his back, his neck, his face, and the picture on the right, it's a little bit hard to tell there, but again, that's probably just under 2 weeks. But he actually likes the berry scrub. He keeps pointing to it, so being non-verbal, and he knows that's what he wants, so that's what I do. But I can put the mask on him. I can spread it out a little bit more and leave it on for longer. But now he's pointing to the moisturiser, so I'll get to that next. But yeah, it does really well for them.
So can I ask then, how long did you have to persist for that to happen?
Look, nothing happens overnight with the boys, so 6 months.
Yep.
But then it took me 8 years to get the Formula One in, so I think 6 months is pretty cruisy. So,
yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well done on your persistence, and they're going to benefit from it, from good health,
Yeah. Well, Benjamin, he's more able to sort of listen to commands and follow and come and watch. So I just say, how about I do it with you? And so when he sees I do it, and then he finds that funny. So I think, okay, well then I can just be silly with you, and if you know that's what happens, and when I go away, I just tell the carers that's what they need to do, and they do it, and yeah,
Amazing.
everyone does it.
Well done. You're amazing.
Fantastic job. Yeah.
So, I mean, sometimes, you know, you can, Benjamin's easier to do than Josh. Sometimes with Josh, I might be running after him going, let me just put another dot on. So it depends on the day. You work with what is presented to you.
Yep, we can definitely see a difference. So well done, Lindsay. Thank you for sharing. We've got Jan. Jan, would you like to share your results on the skin or what you've noticed?
Well, I've only ever used Herbalife ever since I started on the nutrition program, 33 years ago. And when I first started, they only had a cleanser, toner, and a moisturiser. The moisturiser in a jar. And it was really a fantastic product way back then. So they've had a couple of changes over those years. And every product, each range has been a little different from one another, but they've all been absolutely fantastic. And this one's very, very good as well. I just love it, and particularly the serum. That's my favourite product. And the eye gel. They're the two most treasured ones.
Fantastic. So what I would suggest, if you ever get to see Jan in person, have a really good look at her skin.
Oh, don't look too close.
Get that serum and get that eye cream, because that's some fantastic advice. So we'll take that seriously. Thank you, Jan, for sharing. Irene, would you like to share your skin results?
Yes, well, like Jan, when I started on the nutrition, in my program, there was also a brochure on the skincare. And as I used the products, I thought, if this is as good on the outside as I'm feeling on the inside, and I looked at what it was and the cost, and I found it very price competitive. And so I ordered everything, which also included a shampoo and conditioner at the time. And from the day I started Herbalife Skincare, I have never used any other skincare, nor hair care. Even now, my cousin came over from America. I got her to bring some Herbalife. I kept thinking, I'm not using anything else on my hair. And she brought me some of Herbalife. I ordered it and she brought it over to me. My niece is coming from Ireland and I'm getting a few bit more there. So I'm keeping my supplies because I do not want to use any other skin or hair care or products except Herbalife. And I think that without it, I wouldn't be who I am and where I am today. Wouldn't you agree, Jan?
Absolutely. And I must admit, way back in the very beginning, the shampoo and rinse we had was in a tall white bottle, and it was absolutely beautiful shampoo and rinse. Yes. Michael, my son, he used to have hair way down past his bottom. It was so long. And all the girls used to love his hair. And all he ever used in way back then was the Herbalife shampoo and rinse. He did later on venture into a few other things, but he still came back to the Herbalife one.
Yes, absolutely. It's beautiful.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Irene. Rosemary, would you like to share?
Yes, look, I'm the same as Jan and Irene. I've used the skincare ever since ever since I started Herbalife. So I wouldn't use anything else either. And I just love it. And I also love the shampoo and conditioner. So when I have family come in from the UK, that is the one thing that I ask them to bring in for me because I just, honestly, you notice the difference in the way your hair, feels and looks when you use that product as well. But I love the skincare. I'd never be with, I'd never not use it. I just, the same as the.
Yep. And do you mind, Rosemary, what's your age? I don't know how old you are.
I'm only 72 this month.
Cool. So, and I've got the photos here, but also you can see them live. Jan, 78, Rosemary, 72, Irene, 71?
Yes.
Yes. So have a look at their skin, and you can see them here now. And, who doesn't want to have amazing skin in their 70s, by using really good nutrition products for the inside and outside. So thank you so much for sharing. You're so inspiring, all of you. So this is one of my results. I have got a couple when I first started in the company, but obviously I was 20 years old. So this was after I'd had the girls, and Mackenzie wasn't particularly a sleeper. So I had like this 3-year period of not sleeping really, because so I was like sleep deprived for 3 years. So I got to the stage where I hadn't been exercising, and I'd got put on some weight, and it was looking very puffy. And you can see how dull my skin is, bags under the eyes. It was quite dark around here, and my hair was really, it wasn't shiny at all, really dull. And that's probably how I was feeling. I was probably feeling quite dull. So I just got really focused back on my nutrition and the skin, and this is obviously a little while after. And you can see the difference, and obviously me now. So the difference is here, I think I would have been 38 maybe there, and I'm 40, so 10 years later. So, and knowing that, what the skin and the nutrition range can do for you. So, it can help slow down the aging process and help you to look younger, and who doesn't want that? Okay, so let's move on. So this is how to use the skin products. So this actually comes in the skin brochure and on the inside when you order your product. So it shows you here the number of the products, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember as well, there's the sun protection one as well in this range now as a number 5. And then you've got your weekly products. So basically the AM and PM, you cleanse, tone and moisturize. As Irene said, you put the line minimizing serum on after the toner, and then you do your eye gel or your hydrating eye cream. So they've got here the firming eye gel for the morning and the hydrating eye cream for night, but you've only got one of those products. Do whichever one you have, morning and night. And then the Daily Glow or the sun protection in the morning, and the night replenishing cream at night. And then you can choose how many times a week. So it's got 1 to 3 times a week for your berry scrub and your mint clay mask. So did anyone have any tips on the use of the products for day and night?
No, I think we've covered it well.
The only thing I would say is that for moisturizing, it's great to moisturize on the outside, but never forget that if you've got dry skin, or any client has dry skin, water on the inside will, and with aloe particularly, remember, Jan, our skin, when you put aloe in your water, it just makes a difference because it comes through the skin. And water is very important to keep your skin from getting lines and also from drying out. So that's, you work on the inside with good nutrition and water, and you put the good nutrition on the outside, and you get a great result.
I think I have something coming up with that as well, so we can go over that. So the Herbal Aloe range, these are 3 of my favorite products. I love these products so much. I know the aloe gels are really big favorite. It's like a first aid kit in a bottle. The hand and body lotion's great as an all-over moisturizer, and the aloe body wash, yes, you can use it as a hand pump for a hand wash, but I keep it in the shower and use it as a loofah and exfoliate that way. And it's just really soothing and just such a beautiful smelling product, and they all really go well together. And I often use the aloe gel like a mask and just let it soak in, and then have that as my little extra thing that I like to do. So who would like to start? Because I know it's so popular. Jan, do you want to start with what your favourite is, or some tips about these products?
They're all my favourites. I don't use anything else except the Herbal Aloe body wash. Absolutely brilliant. I've got in the shower, the hand basin, the laundry, the kitchen sink, everywhere. And the hand and body lotion, I've got one next to my bed, plus the bathroom. Use that all the time. On your body and your feet, it's really good. I use the aloe gel on my feet after my shower. I had a serious burn last year, actually. I spilled some boiling hot pumpkin soup, actually. I was in a hotel. We were staying over one of the meetings in Brisbane. I didn't realise how hot it was, and I was carrying it, and it slipped out of my hand. And it was a serious, serious burn. Thank goodness I had gel with me, ripped off my clothes and put it on. And it's amazing how quickly that healed. And I hardly got any scar whatsoever, only a little bit of scarring where I actually hadn't put as much aloe gel on immediately, but hardly any scarring at all. So absolutely brilliant. Love the product.
Oh, thank you, Jan.
And you can clean your teeth with it too. It's very good.
I do that sometimes with the aloe gel. Absolutely, I do that. So, Steve, did you have any tips or favourites that you'd like to share?
Well, I use the aloe gel, the soothing gel, and I actually use it as a hair. I rub it into my hair.
Yep.
And it's like a hair gel. But then when your hair dries, you just comb it and it stays in place. But it seems to give your hair volume as well. It gives you bounce in your hair. Where I did that once when I was in Perth, because the guy over there gave me a haircut, and he gave it so short. I thought, oh God! So I went over and put some of this in my hair, and it doubled the volume. I thought, oh wow! So I use it every time I have a shampoo my hair now. I always use it.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you for sharing. I never thought of that. That's great. I'm going to try that. Rosemary?
Oh, look, I love them all too, but the aloe gel, I'm never without it. And personally, if ever I've got a sore eye, so I might have, just for whatever reason, and I'll get the aloe gel and I will put it I will just rub it into the eye. It stings a little, but I'll guarantee you that soreness is gone, it's gone. If you get a sore mouth, something in your mouth, I've used it in my mouth, cuts or whatever, it heals quickly. The hand and body lotion is fantastic as well for anyone. I've got grandchildren who've had eczema, and it's just brilliant for eczema as well. So, and I mean the body lotion, body wash, fabulous in the shower. So, love it all.
Thank you, Rosemary. Irene?
Oh, well, as you know, I use the hand and body lotion everywhere. I have it in the kitchen and in the bathrooms, in both bathrooms. I love the gel for many reasons. I put a little bit of gel on my toothpaste when I'm brushing my teeth. It keeps your gums healthy. I use it for if I get a bite, especially in the garden. And Mossy Bite stops the sting and the itch. I use the hand and body lotion every day after my shower, from my neck down to the tip of my toes. And what I like about it is it's not greasy and it doesn't stain my clothing, even silk clothing. It doesn't affect it at all. And the gel is great. It is, as you said, a first aid kit in a bottle. And my grandchildren, as I've taught, use the hand and body lotion. Yolanda use it on her newborns because it is such a healthy body wash, and it doesn't have all of the nasties in there. And she used the gel on their bottoms instead of anything else for their nappies, and they get creamed from top to toe with the hand and body lotion from their neck down, and they get the night cream on at night every night.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Irene.
But,
Coral, did you have any of your favourites or tips that you'd like to add in? I think you might be muted.
Yep. I love them all, I really do. The gel I find I use for everything, especially for bites. It soothes it so much. And that, can't speak enough for them. Just absolutely love the lot.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Carol? Lindy, I know it's been good for sunburn with you.
Yeah, good for sunburn. I've got the body wash in every place of the house. Doesn't matter what toilet, bathroom, shower you go to, that's always there. I know I said before that if you lather up well, you can use the other body scrub, but sometimes worst case scenario, I use the body wash and it still does a good job shaving. The gel I use afterwards, as you know, I'm a bit klutzy, so I had that horrendous burn in the oven not that long ago where my skin and the tray seemed to be attached to each other for a while. That's horrendous. But I laid that every day, just every half an hour, and kept going for 3 days straight. So now it's sort of just got the purpley tinge now. So it's really getting so much better. The body lotion I've used on all the kids, and considering I did infant massage for a while, and I used to use some natural body oils. The lotion is just as good, better. It's better. I don't know. I can't talk highly, and I couldn't pick any particular one. They're all great. I just wish the shampoo and conditioner were back.
It will come.
So do I.
I know Steve's got a couple. I'm going to visit him soon.
Well,
I'll break into his house when he's working.
Yeah,
I know where they are now.
We've recorded that, Lindy.
Oh, that's
I
right.
got a great tip tonight. I know someone that's going over to England, so I've made a list.
I'll talk to you later, Coral.
Shampoo. I want shampoo and conditioner.
So,
Fantastic.
the body wash is also great as a bubble bath. So I've done that with the girls and with myself. So it's beautiful. Makes lots of bubbles, just so you know.
Yes.
And
Oh, okay.
great for mozzie bites with the girls, and definitely amazing for sunburn. So you don't actually just quite you've got to get it on straight away and keep applying it. It's amazing. So 3 great products. They also make great gifts. So if you've got someone that's achieved something, or maybe they've lost their 10 kilos, or they've got to a milestone, or they've ordered so much product and you want to reward them, give them something they're not already using, and these make lovely gifts. So this is what Irene was talking about drinking more water. Make sure you're drinking enough. Adding in the herbal aloe. So obviously we've got aloe on the outside, but if you put the aloe on the inside as well, it's very soothing, healing and cleansing, and gives you that healthy glow from the inside out. And some of our other skin products, because when I first started in the company, they had a cleansing program, which was your aloe, your Herbal Lifeline, and the Flora Fiber, which is now the probiotic complex. And so this was a very good one for the cleansing of the body, but also good for the skin. The fish oils we know are fantastic for skin and acne and circulation, and eyes as well. And the probiotic as well is when you've got a healthy digestive system, everything's working well, that it does reflect in your skin too. So did anyone have any tips they wanted to add to that?
Oh, with the aloe, I can't speak enough for that. That's actually one of my best products. I woke up vomiting one morning, so severe, it was like food poisoning, and I just got a litre bottle, poured the aloe in it, and sipped on it all day, and I woke up buzzing on the Monday. It was absolutely so powerful. Also, I've given it to my grandson with hiccups, and also son-in-law, stepson, had hiccups, instantly went away. So, yeah, heartburn, digestive system, everything. Can't go without it.
So aloe is definitely, it's been around for thousands of years, and it's an amazing soothing healing product. So thank you for sharing. So make sure you keep your water up as well. If you take enough water, your body is made up of 60 to 70% of water, so make sure we're drinking enough water. So of course, as you said, it's also for men, not just women. And we've got, I haven't got Ross. Let me flick through. There we are. So I know after you shave, you often put the aloe gel on because you've got very thick hair. So you want to?
Yeah, often because the way my hair grows, it goes in almost every direction under my neck. If I'm not careful, I tend to want to shave in every direction. And then because you've shaved multiple times in one spot, I tend to get a very red rash under my neck. So I found the aloe gel is amazing under there to help soothe that back down on my skin.
Cool. So, and Steve, did you have any extra tips for the skincare that you wanted to add?
Not really, Shelley. No, sorry.
Okay, we're looking forward to those before and after photos.
Good God.
So we've got Roger Sheep here from Melbourne, with adult acne and obviously teenagers with acne, but it's also anti-aging. And men have skin too, and sometimes we need to show them that they need to look after it, especially in areas like in Australia, we get a lot of sunshine, so we want to protect their skin as well. So remember, it's for men, and it makes a fantastic gift too. So these are some of the different skin tools that we have. We've got banners and t-shirts, table runners. You can do like a little display, have a facelift for the holidays. I quite like that one. Ask me how. There's a flip chart that you can buy in packs of 5. And this great little skin set here where you get the headband and the mirror and the what it's called, the apron thing. And yeah, so it's a nice little kit that you can use as well, and it makes a lovely gift if someone's ordered so much skin products. So there's lots of great resources that you can use. And if you're thinking about having a skin party or demonstration, and you can do it one-on-one with someone or with a group of people. And obviously we know that Mark Hughes was very big on having lots of people to talk to in that 1 hour rather than doing 8 individual things, which took up 8 hours. So, you want to work smarter, and it's good when people are together. It's more fun and social, and, people can get to meet each other. You're creating that community. So this is just some ideas of what you might need if you're trying to hold a skin party, and definitely we're always looking for people that want to do that. And this is some of the items that you can have on hand as well. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of that, but it's also on the recording. So did anyone have any tips about a skin party that they'd like to share?
Have fun if you're going to have one, and use all these products that you've mentioned there as well, Shelley, because samples sell, just help.
Definitely. So, and you know what, you don't have to have every single product to start with. Just start off with a few if that's where you're just starting out, but and then you can build up to the whole range. But just have fun and get people to sample and try it and smell it and feel it. And it's a great way of being able to upgrade people onto the outer nutrition as well. So I think we're finishing off. Thank you for spending that little bit of extra time tonight going over each of the products. Just remember it's the end of month for March volume tonight, so you've got until midnight tonight, so that's Australian Eastern Standard Time, so that's make sure, or was it Adelaide time, whichever one it was. You've got until tonight to finish off your volume, so if you're going for anything or someone's trying to stretch, make sure you contact them after the call and see if you can help them. Even check on BizWorks just in case you think someone's close and they don't know. Just make that call, and even if they weren't interested, at least you let them know and you've planted that seed. The different kickoff events around Australia, I know we've got Let's Go April this Saturday in Gympie, and I know Irene and Con are going to come and have a wonderful time with us with some Easter-inspired recipes to try and nutrition tips and some mindset. We've got the STSs around Australia. I know Brisbane's on the 27th, but go to your local Facebook page or website to get your dates for your area. In June, we've got Hong Kong Extravaganza, which is really exciting. In September, we've got the World Team Leadership Weekend in Manly and Sydney with some amazing guest speakers. All those flyers have come out on the Herbalife Master Blast, and they're also on myherbalife.com.au. October, there's the Vietnam vacation. And in next year, in 2020, we've got the LA Honours with our 40-year anniversary. And I'm pretty sure that 40-year anniversary with Herbalife will go from the spectacular all the way through. It'll be a real theme for the year, and what a really special year it'll be for the company. So that's really finished the month off strong tonight. Go and have a look if you haven't on myherbalife.com.au to see where you're at and there's anything you can do to stretch and grow. And also just make April count, and let's make this an amazing year for everybody. So I just wanted to finish off with Mark Hughes. We've been listening to a lot of Mark over the last few weeks. It's been great getting right back to basics, and I just loved his passion. He's definitely driven by a personal tragedy. He talks a lot about that, about what happened to his mum, and he didn't want that to happen to others. He was really passionate about helping children, and he knew that nutrition could improve people's health in a safe way. When the company first got started, he talks about how, he had these bags full of powder out of the boot of his car, and what an amazing thing he did in his very first month and his first year. And that he knew that if we help people on a one-on-one basis, will they coach for guidance and motivation, that would help ensure their success and keep them on track. And he knows that good results generate referrals, and we're very strong on referrals. And it's all about changing people's lives. So I think he's left an amazing legacy for all of us to take on. And there's a bit of Mark and everybody on this call, I think. So thank you, everyone, for being on the call tonight. I really appreciate your feedback and time and your input. And next week, guess what? We're going to be doing the sports nutrition.
That I'm really excited about.
Absolutely, and I know that Rosemary's got some fantastic sports nutrition results. I can't wait for her to share that if she's able to be on the call. We'll see how we go. And anyone else that wants to share their sports nutrition results, please do. Get ready for next week. We want your feedback. So have a fantastic night. Was there anything that I missed?
Perfect.
Shelley.
Cool. Well, thank you, everyone. I will stop the share so we can see each other. Here we are. So this recording will go out. So make sure you've been sharing it. I shared last week's recording with lots of people, and I found it really effective, and people got lots out of it. So you have so much value and experience to share. Share this call with lots of people that weren't been able to be on tonight. Just share the link. I'll put it up tonight, and just people will pick up so much from what you've shared tonight.
Thank you very much, Shelley.
I've got a question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, talking about skin, I've actually had someone from that lives in Brisbane, but they're Indian, from India, and they want to be whiter. So they want to be whiter. Get whiter.
I think that the product will help their complexion, Coral. I don't know if it's going to do what they are thinking. I know there's probably other products out like there. I don't think our products will quite do that. It will even out their skin tone and complexion. So all you can say is, look, I don't know about that. All I know is if you use these products, you're going to get the best results possible. But if they're looking for that little bit extra, they may need to look somewhere else. I don't think our products quite do that, but it will make their skin look amazing.
Yeah, well, I sort of put it. Well, I don't know if our products do that, and I don't have I do a disclaimer, but we do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, and so on and so on. So I've sort of done that, and it comes back to Australia from India on the 16th of April. So we'll see what happens from there. But he's willing to give it a go. Yeah, I did, and I sent him a picture.
So, well, let us know how you go with that. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Irene and Con on Saturday, and everyone have a wonderful week.
You too, Shelley.
Thanks to you. Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.